Guys, this heat wave is no joke. Last week, more than a handful of maximum temperature records were broken, with Hartbeespoort Dam reaching a high of more than 42 degrees. And this prolonged intense heat wave will continue, so I won't be surprised if a few more records are broken this week. It will continue the rest of the week over large parts of South Africa, eastern South Africa, including Gauteng, Limpopo, Mpumalanga and KwaZulu-Natal, till Wednesday in the Northern Cape until Thursday in the Eastern Cape. It's 8 of the 9 provinces. That does not mean it's not hot in the Western Cape, so here's the forecast. Our wind forecast map is showing that a fresh southerly breeze will blow here along the west coast as 2 weak cold fronts move south of the country, blowing strong over our neighbouring country and blowing fresh at times along the coast of KwaZulu-Natal. Fresh winds also picking up from late afternoon over the western interior, where we have a high fire danger in place. So isolated storms will bubble up due to some moisture over the eastern areas of South Africa, bringing some relief to the heat in areas becoming scattered here over Limpopo as well as Mpumalanga and the escarpment of KwaZulu-Natal. Only isolated storms for the surrounding regions. Our solar radiation map is hot and red due to lots of sunshine, so you'll have peak performance on your solar panels. But we know the extreme heat can also be dangerous for your solar panels. In the Western Cape, as mentioned, it is going to be hot, even though we have not reached the heat wave thresholds. Temperatures will be extremely high and it will be uncomfortable, with 38 in Clanwilliam, 37 degrees in Worcester as well as Laingsburg. This includes Beaufort West and Graaff-Reinet, 36 for Oudtshoorn. Early the morning, a few foggy patches in the Eastern Cape, but this will quickly burn up due to the intense sunshine, with 36 degrees in Somerset East, peaking at the upper 30s for Aliwal North. And after a hot day, isolated storms expected to bubble up over KwaMatatiele as well as the mountainous regions of the Eastern Cape. A few of those storms likely to move over the Wild Coast. An onshore flow for the southern coast of KwaZulu-Natal, by the northerly flow for the northern coast. It's going to be a hot and humid day with isolated thunderstorms becoming scattered here over the northern regions. Still, heatwave conditions will continue the remainder of the week in Mpumalanga. Extremely hot in the Lowvelds, 40 and Skukuza, where it's unfortunately also going to remain dry. Most of the storms expected over the Highveld, and also isolated storms expected to bring some relief to the extreme heat in Limpopo from the afternoon. In northwest, heatwave conditions will continue as mentioned up until Friday. 36 in Mahikeng, 37 in Rustenburg, with isolated storms expected in the eastern regions, but they can also quickly blow away. Remember, if storms bubble up in eastern South Africa, they could become severe due to the extreme heat in the atmosphere, and also excessive lightning likely in northwest, and this includes parts of the Free State. Extremely hot in the Northern Cape. The Weather Service warning against runway fires as well as in the Free State. Heatwave conditions will bake Bloemfontein with a high of 39 degrees, 36 in Bethlehem. Also becoming extremely hot yet again in Gauteng due to heatwave conditions, 34 in Pretoria, 32 in Johannesburg, with isolated storms likely and a 60% chance over the extreme northern regions. On Wednesday, as mentioned, still boiling hot over large parts of South Africa, peaking at 42 in Upington and Kimberley. On the dot, 40 in Bloemfontein, with isolated storms only expected over the eastern regions, including Gauteng, Mpumalanga and Limpopo. As mentioned, those storms could become severe if they do bubble up and result in excessive lightning or some hail. And then 35 on Thursday for Pretoria, with more storms expected to bubble up over the eastern regions. And then we've got a weakish cold front bringing some light rain for the southern parts of South Africa. Well, that's all from me. And remember, no matter the weather, we're in this together.